And you're recording.
I'm kind of doing what I would call a light inspection. So this is the kid box because they painted on the outside last year. You can see here all their cool drawings. They went out at night when the bees were
With bee suits on.
with bees inside when the bees were sleeping, and they had lights, little headlamps, and they painted all the flowers on there.
And they only got 3 of the 4 sides.
Yeah, they couldn't get the backside. They got 3 of the 4. And so it's a super cute hive. But even the kids love getting in it. And matter of fact, the swarm hive that we were doing a couple videos ago, that we caught a week and a half ago or so, that actually was almost 90% captured by William, my youngest son.
10 years old.
10 years old. So
No suit. Was he wearing a suit?
Nope, no suit,
Was he wearing a hood?
no suit, no nothing.
No gloves?
Nope.
And he was like swiping drones right out of the sky.
Yeah, the people at the house that called us, they were freaking out because William was catching drones out of the sky because he knows what they look like, and he was bringing them up to him and showing him, look, here's a drone. Cute kid. So what I'm looking for here is the queen. Since I'm going to remove this frame to make it easier to work, I don't want to have the queen on this frame because I could set her down over here and then she'll get lost. She doesn't really know how to get back to this hive because she never leaves it. So I'm just quadruple double checking that there's no queen on this before I set it over here. And then this just gives me the ability to have a little bit more space to work. So I'm a big believer in always removing one frame. And then it also makes it so I don't smash bees.
Did you smoke that box?
I smoked it enough. I'll find out, see how pissed they are in a minute.
Yeah, I'm not excited about that. I'm not wearing any gear. So,
This is all just stores, it looks like. So pollen, nectar, hasn't been turned to honey yet. But it's drawn.
let me see the pollen.
If you can see the orange pollen, let me
You
set
can
this
kind of see the
down.
nectar too.
So you can see down here, you can see the
Watch your
pollen.
fingies.
There's the pollen right in there. This one's got a little bit of yellow and orange. And then you can see the glistening of the nectar. And what they do with the nectar is they'd keep putting it in on top of each, and then they fan it to actually evaporate and reduce it down. But it has to be evaporated down. I think it's something like
85%?
85%.
So it can only be like 15 to 18% water, something like that.
Yeah, it's not very much, but they just spend a lot of time evaporating it to make it that wonderful,
And
awesome honey.
that if it doesn't get evaporated all the way down, then you
It
risk
ferments.
having and all other things like botulism and other not awesome things. And they just know. We don't know. But they just know when to calf it when it's ready.
So that's really great to see.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing here is this is
Slowly.
an entire frame, and this is actually pretty crazy.
That's a lot of brood.
So this is in the top box,
And
and this is a whole frame of capped brood. So you can see up here in the corners, you can see a little bit of larva. So it goes from egg to larva to capped brood.
Let me get real close on that. Oh, those are different stages of larvae. There's some teeny tiny ones and some bigger larvae.
And they always put honey around the edges of where they need, and this is why
So they can feed.
yeah. And then on this side, you'll notice that there was pollen because they feed, so they keep it close. And on the bottom here, you can see when I pulled it, I actually killed one. But these longer, more protruded, these are actually drone brood.
So we don't care.
So this will
about
be a
that.
drone right there. But they're kind of mismanaging their hive a little bit with some crazy.
And if we
what's
had our
called-
hive tool, we
I
would
would
be
clean
cutting
it.
those off.
I would cut all this off and clean it up.
Yeah.
So that's a whole frame of brood.
That's
It's really,
a lot of brood.
that means this hive's just gonna blow up.
Rockin'.
You smell me?
Yeah, I will.
Smell me. Let's go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I got stung again.
I'm glad they don't like you and not me.
Some more brood, which is all really great. It's just crazy. It's in the top box, so that means the bottom. That means
the bottom box.
that means
is
the bottom
really
box
full.
is crazy too. And you see these protruding ones.
So
It's kind of hard for you to see maybe on the camera, But there's some of these cells that
Single.
they just stick out so much more.
Yeah, yeah.
And these are drones, is what those are. And then in these cells, I should see eggs. Yeah, there's some eggs in there. So this is a great, healthy hive.
Yeah, it's doing really good. This is one that you bought, yes?
This was a nucleus hive, yeah.
And was this one that you were worried about? It wasn't being so hot at first?
I've never worried about this one.
Oh, okay.
This one's been always one doing well.
Oh, look, some more
Some more
drone carnage there at the bottom.
And for the most part, we don't really care about drones because drones are only used for one purpose.
And
And that's
if
to
we've already got a
procreate.
mated queen.
And if there's a whole bunch of drone brood around, that means that it can be a swarm indication that they want to swarm.
So as for us getting another box on here, like the honey super would be an ideal.
Yeah, this is probably actually ready for a honey super, and I think I'm going to throw one on today. So this has got enough bees and everything to where this is a hive that's established enough for a honey super. And here's a great frame that you can actually see all stages of the larva.
Yeah.
So you can see from over here on the edge to egg.
Go slither.
So there's eggs right in here.
I don't see them yet. Okay, I gotta get closer. There we go. You can see them. They're teeny tiny. They almost look like a little grain of rice.
And then if you go more south there, you can see that they get a little bit bigger
Bigger.
into the larva.
Stupid fly on me.
And then those go from larva up into bigger larva to what's called a pupae. And then those eventually get capped.
Oh look, there's two in there. There's one with two in it. You see that?
Yeah, they'll pull one out. So this is a great queen. She's doing a good job.
Yeah, she's doing a really fabulous job.
There she is.
Hold on, let me find her so I can get her on your view. Okay, I
Here.
see her.
So she's marked as a 2015 queen
She
with the
was-
blue dot.
Because we couldn't find the white marker. Actually, it wasn't working, was it?
No, it wasn't working.
We got it to work. She's a great queen. And she's a pretty big girl.
I don't know if you can see her, but she's right here.
I think she's actually a little thinner.
Yeah, she looks
She
like
looks
she's thinned out
thinner.
a little bit.
I think she's if that's the case, she's getting ready to swarm again.
So what she's doing, yeah, when they get thin, you got to kind of pay attention because that means they may be in swarm mode. But if we'll throw another box on today, which will help. What she's doing right now is she's actually looking for a place to lay. So she's looking in every cell, and she's trying to find a cell without an egg or larva. And as soon as she finds one, if we actually pay enough attention here, we probably can actually see her lay an egg. And she'll put that abdomen right down in the cell, and it happens really fast. And she puts it at the bottom, lays an egg, and then moves on.
Hopefully she does find one. That would be really cool to capture.
But a really good maintained hive that's taken care of and it's got enough food and doesn't have these pesticides and these things around the areas. They're really healthy and they're not crazy, pissy, want to sting you all the time.
We didn't really even put very much smoke in this box.
Yeah, I barely did anything, but this is just a very established, functioning hive. And you can
needs
see
more
here,
room.
if you can see down here, this bee doing a little wobble dance. That's actually really cool of what that means as well. Is that's instruction. It's instructing the bees around to
This is where the honey is.
to where the nectar or pollen source is, or water. Okay, she's gonna lay. You can tell she's oblivious to us. She doesn't care. And a lot of people are asking me why I mark queens, and you can see here. This is why. See how
It's
fast
so hard to see them.
they're hard to find, but you can see with that blue dot.
Oh, there she goes.
There she goes. She just laid an egg.
All right, I want to get a good close up on that of the egg that she just laid. Come on, bees, go away. Oh, somebody's dancing instead. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna get a good view of that.
All right. Well, you guys get an idea, it's really, for me, it's fascinating. And it's just kind of a great way to be a part of Mother Nature and to know that I'm doing something positive. And I have lots of honey to give away to my friends. We never sell it. We always just give it away to people. I think it drives Barbara crazy sometimes. But
No, it doesn't. I like it.
So, at this point, I won't go a whole lot further because I found the queen. I know where she is. I know she looks great.
We know how full it is too.
I know.
So we definitely know that it's time to put a honey super on it.
So it's time to put a honey super on at this point. So I'm going to slip these over very carefully because the queen's on this frame, so you take extra care.
No, you do not want to smush her because you're 3 weeks behind at that point.
Yeah, it's 3 weeks to replace a queen, 3
There's
to
one
4.
of those drones that got... Poor guy. We're trying to take care of it. It's not ready.
Will you hand me that frame over there?
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to go grab that honey super.
Okay. That
So
one was on me.
you may at times hear me use terms like deep and super and honey super and weird things like this, and it pissed me off at first because I didn't understand all these terms. But and I'm gonna grab a honey super.
Oh, you're right. I'm
So,
sorry. Are we gonna do a
yeah.
excluder?
No.
No clean excluder. Okay. Well, what he's saying is that that's in reference to the size of the box. These boxes are deep versus that box. That box
Which is
shallow.
smaller. And the reason being is solely just due to weight. One of these big boxes, when it's full of honey, is about somewhere between 70 and 90 pounds. And these things are still 35 pounds, but they just get heavy. These are really heavy to carry around. Let's put this on right.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I think the other one goes first. I think that other one, is that the other one painted or no?
I don't care.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is just line these all up so they're all where they're supposed to be and get a little anal about this.
Yeah, so the gaps basically, if you look down the hole, so that the gaps on the bottom of the box matches the frames. I don't know if you can see down there, probably not, but that way they match the frames below, which makes it easier for the bees to work.
Yeah, if you don't line them up, they will.
You didn't do this one.
I'm breaking them apart.
I know, but you didn't do that one.
They will glue the shit out of everything,
Yeah.
like ridiculous. And so then they'll grow their comb too big,
You
and
get a lot of cross comb, and then it
cross
becomes a
comb's
mess.
just a pain in the ass to deal with. So
Or if it's too far apart, instead of building their comb right on the foundation, they'll build it just away from the foundation and use the foundation as their highway rather than the gaps. And that's a pain in the butt. But the anal retentive engineer aspect of Jared. I wonder if you can see in there. Especially with his head in the way. Okay. And are we good?
yeah, I may throw honey super on this guy too. I just need to check it.
You want me to stop?
You're fine.